Dipalma. I live in Greenville. I am going to be hanging out with the people in Sangerville and Dexter, and I think Atkinson. Um, I have been gardening almost my whole life. I'm also going to apologize because my birds are especially loud at this time of night, so they're chattering in the background. I was my mom's a farmer, my grandparents are farmers, lots of people in my history farmers, so it kind of comes with the territory for me. Um, I'm really excited to be teaching people to garden. That's actually one of the things that I went to school for, where I'm mostly actively just farming, but I also have a concentration in teaching, and I don't often get to do that part. So this is really fun, and I like to help people grow in small spaces. I have for many years. I think that, a lot of people just have a patio. So, that's a great place to start. And fresh food that you grew yourself, there's not much better than that. Um, I think I had my first garden. My mom and I joke that I had my first workplace injury when I was 7. I made a garden in the sand, and I got an allergic reaction. Had to be rushed to the hospital. Um, and, I'm still messing around with plants today. Um, so, yeah, if anyone has questions or any more prompts for me, happy to answer or respond.
I have a question. Could you give me some ideas to what I can grow in a, what am I trying to think? What's the name of it? A pallet? I saw something about you can grow plants on a pallet with dirt.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure what kind of plants you could grow in something like that.
Lettuce being the best thing. Any sort of greens, chard, that sort of thing.
Like maybe cabbage?
Yeah, you might.
Something like that.
Right. A lot of times cabbage gets really big, and so, it may be limited for space to plant cabbage in it.
Okay.
But that is
I
something.
have a question.
Sure.
Are you going to be giving us plants? Like, I'm really interested in having some tomatoes. Would you be giving us some tomato plants, or are we supposed to get them somewhere else, or are we supposed to get seeds and start the seeds? I'm not sure what we're supposed to do.
You'll be getting tomato plants. Those of you who want tomato plants, yes, we'll get tomato plants. Some things are gonna be, you'll get the plants themselves, and then depending on what it is you decide to grow, you'll get seeds for some of the things that, yeah, it depends. But yes, tomatoes will be a plant for sure. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And when are we going to be getting them?
Tomatoes, it's going to be end of May, early June. I'm not exactly sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Now, can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Okay, how much, when you make these beds, because I want to make some beds with, like railroad ties, how much dirt do you have to have in them? Do you put rocks in the bottom for drainage or not?
I think you want it to be full of soil. I wouldn't dare to tell you, honestly, just not looking at where you are. like being at your
I live
site?
in Garland. I got what, 5.5 acres here. But my wife and I are older, and I want to build the beds up, so
Yeah.
it's hard for us to get up and down.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder about weeds coming up through your rocks.
I was thinking about putting that stuff they have to put over the ground you put your plants in, so
Yeah.
it's only thing that comes up is your plant.
You mean landscape fabric at the bottom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's effective for a while, for quite a while. Yeah.
So
And if you're gonna be, so you're gonna be growing directly on the ground and then like just piling the soil on top of that, basically?
yes,
Yeah. Yeah, that'll give you a couple of years anyway before it gives out.
You shouldn't need rocks under it. If you lay the landscape fabric and then fill with dirt, you shouldn't. The soil you put in it should drain enough so that you don't need to put extra rocks in it or anything.
well, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, you shouldn't
I
need-
wanted like tomato plants and peas and stuff like that, so
Sure.
that's what I was asking, but I want to build my bed up, so it's probably a foot and a half off the ground.
Yes, I've seen those.
The bottom of
But
the
that's how they plant some of this stuff in your greenhouses.
Hmm.
Oh,
So,
are you describing like a table, like something that's off the ground?
yeah, what I want to do,
Oh,
I'm going to
right.
build.
Oh, I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm doing it that way is so we don't have to bend down or get down on our knees and do it.
That's really
Yeah.
great. It's
Yeah.
a great
You know what
idea.
I'm saying? It's too hard for us to get back up.
Sure.
And besides, it's too hard on your back. My back is not that good.
Did you say your name was Chesley?
Yes. Right.
Where do you live, Chesley? Do you live anywhere near Abbott or Greenville?
No, I live in Garland.
You live in Garland. Just because I live in Sangerville, but I know that there is a raised bed like that at a house on the way to Greenville, on the road to Greenville. And they have just those kind of things that you're talking about. They're raised up high. And that's where they have their gardens. I've seen them there for the last few years.
But, that's why I want to do it that way. I mean, I could dig the ground up and do it, but it's too hard.
Yeah.
Because our ground is awful sandy and clay under the sand. See, I'm going to have to haul soil in to do it, so like topsoil.
It sounds very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of clay in most native soil around here. Which is,
This here, because we live right next to a big gravel pit and stuff, and you go down about a foot of dirt and topsoil. You ain't even got that. You only got maybe 3-4 inches topsoil, and then you come to the sand, and you're into clay.
Yeah.
And another reason I was asking about the drainage system on it is if you put the water stands on top of this ground a lot here. It's going to come to the clay under the stuff, under your sand and stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the questions.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do a raised bed, some kind of raised bed definitely sounds like a good.
It would be easier for her and I to take care of.
Yep. I've seen.
And if I put that weed stuff underneath the plants, I've used the stuff before around some of our flower beds, and it works pretty good.
Yep.
How would the drainage work in those raised ones that are high enough so they don't have to stoop over?
Well, depend what you put in the bottom. If you put plywood on the bottom or you put boards, you just leave a gap in them, maybe like a nail or something between each board, and that
Oh.
gives you your drainage.
Oh, that's good.
Another thing I've seen with those, so I've seen them more for like salad type greens, like maybe 6 to 8 inches deep. I mean, the deeper you go, the more you can plant. Um, so on those shallower ones, using hardware cloth for the bottom.
Yeah, you can
Hard-
use that, but I got plenty of lumber, so that's why I was using. I went with that, the boards and stuff.
Yeah, if you've got plenty of lumber, use what you got.
I know well they won't last more than 3-4 years, but
Right.
but if they last that long, I'll be satisfied.
How deep will the soil have to be if you want to grow carrots?
Oh,
Oh,
depends on how big you into carrots.
Yeah, I mean, they have some varieties that are called like Thumbelina that are as short as like 3 inches long. So, it doesn't
Yeah,
have, it depends on which kind of carrot you want to grow.
right.
Mhm.
I ain't so much in cabbage as I am in, like I said, tomatoes and peas and stuff like that.
yeah, those are gonna be deep boxes,
Right.
which are
I
heavy.
figured 8-10 inches anyway.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, well,
Mhm.
Jackie's got some resources that will be mailed out to y'all that have
Okay.
that show how deep roots go, and it's kind of amazing.
Yep.
Um,
The no bigger you plant, like your potato plants and stuff, you got to have enough dirt so you can hill them up.
right.
Oh. Mhm.
Keep them covered up. If you don't, they'll sunburn.
Right.
I
Oh.
used to farm.
I grow potatoes in a bag above ground. Like I'll take a feed bag and open up both sides of it, and then I roll the bag down and put a little bit of dirt in, put my potatoes in, put a little dirt on top of them, and then I just keep continuously dumping dirt into the bag, and then I'll roll
Right.
the bag up as it gets full of plant or whatever, and then when I'm ready to harvest, I just pull the bag right off it,
That sounds
and I
great.
can harvest all my
I'll
potatoes
try that
out of
one.
it. It's awesome. It's
Mhm.
awesome.
Where are things going to be going from tonight, Jackie? What is the plan ahead? What's going to be happening?
I think on the 24th, well, I think before that, you're going to get a packet that has some information. Trisha put it together. I'm going to let Trisha field that question. It has a smart gardening guide. It has some charts and some lists of companion plants, things that grow well together when you're growing in a small space. It has some spacing charts in it. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but
The smart
Hey,
gardener.
we all do.
Well, and there might be there's likely to be way more information than you're going to need for this season's little project, but
Mhm.
we're hoping it'll be a good reference for you
Mhm.
future to kind of like look back on or use as you're going through the season, through this season, and hopefully next year we'll get to do more stuff in person.
Yes. Are we going to have another call like this next month?
I think we're planning one for the 24th, correct?
Yes, and that's next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's April 24th.
That's
Yeah.
what I gotta say.
Yep.
Yes,
Probably be,
and that one will be us talking about the information that you get in the packet.
Oh, on April 24th?
Yes.
Yep.
What time?
Same time?
Uh,
I think so, because that was what was convenient for everyone. I think so.
Would we enter the same number that we had to enter today? The meeting ID number?
it will be a different one.
Okay, you'll
Well,
get that to us.
I was
Yes,
gonna say you would put that in with, other stuff.
absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Now,
This
it
time- this
also,
time- Go ahead.
it also asked for a participant ID number, but I didn't have
That-
one,
I didn't have one either.
so.
I'm not sure that what happened with that. I did not enter anything. So I set up the meeting, and
Mhm.
I didn't require a passcode. And so then when I
Yeah.
saw it up there that there was a meeting, that there was a password, I was like, oh, gee whiz, I hope. And so anyway, I'm really glad that it didn't show up for
That
you.
number that you give me is what my wife put down when they give me the number to call. So then they ask for a password, pass number, what our pass number was, and we don't have it. And then they said use pound sign, so that's what I did. So
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I did too.
okay,
So it worked just fine.
good.
That was great. I have never done this before.
hey, always first time.
That's right.
And that was one reason we wanted to do this, was just to like get over that hump, like using the platform that we have, and like everybody's